nobody seems to care. Speaking of bad luck and troubles, well, you know I've had my share. I'm gonna pack up my suitcase, moving down the line. I said I'm packing up my suitcase, moving down the line. Well, there ain't nobody worrying, and there ain't nobody crying. Seems to me every day, every day, every day I have the blues. Every day, every day, every day, every day I have the blues. So when you see me, baby, you know I hate to lose.
Bravo. Yeah, the NJCU Jazz Orchestra, ladies and gentlemen. Very cool. Abby, you're rocking it over there. And I hope, are you going to still stay involved just because you're majoring in whatever astrophysics, psychology, whatever it is you're doing? We want you to keep singing jazz. That's the thing.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So next up, we're going to go to, oh, man, I don't even know how to describe this piece. So I'm going to go ahead and let the faculty member who leads this band talk about it. But I want to say how grateful I am to Mr. Jeff Watts for A, joining our faculty, bringing his, just kind of world aura and passion and wow, everything he knows about the drums, and bringing them in and being so warm and caring, and also offering some very serious tough love that I know some of our students are really appreciated. Jeff is the first faculty member, and I'll tell you this, who kicked somebody out of his band. And this is a good thing because this is how we grow. And I think the students that have been involved, and now I saw in the video a beautiful thing. I saw these students involved in the video. You know what I mean? So that's just the way of the world and the way this works. And thank you, Jeff, for being so honest because that's what we need more of. And the other thing I love about what you're doing here, and I can't wait to hear what you have to say, is that you're bringing your own music. You brought your own music to the band, and that's always like a heart-wrenching experience because, we're used to putting our own music up with the friends and professionals we play with, and so then taking it with our students can always be like a different experience, and I thank you for doing that. I know this tune we're going to watch is your composition and your creation, so please take it away, Mr. Jeff Watts.
Okay, yeah, everything is great. I want to wish everybody like all the love and safety with the situation, and it's been a pleasure dealing with you guys in the past year, and I've learned a lot myself, and I want to give some depth to my ensemble. My students were very professional. I didn't give them the most pristine track, but I gave them a track and I gave them instructions, and they were, they really dealt with it. So I don't know. I'm proud to be associated with everyone. And,
Thank you, man.
So it's a simple song, but the lyric kind of relates to what's going on.
Is that your music and lyric?
Yes. It's called Ice Age. Yeah.
It's called Ice Age. Awesome. So we'll get to that right now. And thank you again, Jeff, for everything that you do for us, man. I've learned so much from you, and can't wait to check out this next tune. So it's Ice Age by the Jeff Watts Band.
to stay. Don't, 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 don't. Don't go away, don't go away, don't go. Other days were mine. Look to the sky. Now
So everybody that's just joining us, or if just make sure you always stay muted during the videos and during the music, so that your sound doesn't get added to it. And then when it's your time to talk or say something, we'll definitely make sure that you're unmuted. So very cool. That was the Jeff Watts Ensemble with that original composition by Jeff. And right now what I'd like to do before we move on with the music is to let everybody in our community know and welcome our new faculty members that are going to be joining us this fall. And it's a tremendous honor to be able to work with so many talented people, and especially to understand and know that there's artists and folks out there that are not going to be downtrodden by these crazy times that we're in, and they're willing to take a chance and join up with us and keep things going and keep getting more and more creative, like you're already seeing that our students and faculty are capable of. So I'd like to welcome, first of all, one of the greatest bass players and greatest musicians that I've ever known in my life, and one of the greatest, most talented people that I've ever met in my life, and one of the greatest human beings that I've ever had the pleasure of calling a colleague or a bandmate. And before he started his master's degree with us 2 years ago, he had already won 7 Grammys. And having him around, I remember very clearly, one of our faculty members, Paul Myers, I remember very clearly when I introduced John as a graduate student to the faculty, Paul just yelled, "I want to study with him," and I think that's all, that's kind of how we all felt. Yeah, how we all felt having John Benitez kind of join our community. And now 2 years later, he's completed that journey of getting his master's degree, and we're more than happy to welcome him to the faculty. And I want to thank our chair, Amparo Fabra, for making that smooth and possible, so that we can now welcome him and look forward to everything he has to say. So Mr. John Benitez, welcome, sir. If you have anything to say,
I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Dr. Fabra, Dr. Gabriel Alegria, and I want to thank all the masters that have inspired me, like Master Jeff Watt, Master Gary Dial, Master Paul Mayers, and the new masters that I'm not going to say the name, but they are also people that have inspired me since I was in Puerto Rico, like the people that you will present soon. And this Master Nick Viejo, and all of you have inspired me, and also the students, which are the spirit of my passion to be connected with them, and and the community, the positive environment for creativity, and also to learn and share knowledge one of another is very positive, and this is what we need in this world. So education brings freedom and the knowledge of the language of jazz, and with people that have lived and have played with the true pioneers of this style, like Jeff Watts and Omar Hakim and Rachel and Maestro Gabriel, Maestro Olivario, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity of being with them. Thank you. And with you, Maestro. Thank you.
Unmute.
oh, is that why everybody's clapping? Because I'm not speaking. I love it. So thank you, John. Thank you so much. We're just so grateful that it's worked out and that you're here. Next, I'd like to introduce, I don't know, to me, one of the greatest drummers that's ever lived on planet Earth. And I'm so humbled that he has agreed to. So I just want to welcome to the faculty a drummer that's played and recorded with Weather Report and David Bowie and Sting and Madonna and Dire Straits and Journey and George Benson and Miles Davis and Mariah Carey and Celine Dion and just everybody on planet Earth. And this gentleman is also going to be bringing a whole new, I think, vision for what the drums are and what's possible for us. And so I want to welcome with a very big, hug, embrace, whatever we can do here virtually, Mr. Omar Hakim. And if you're still around, there you are, sir. Stage is yours for a second, sir.
So I'm going to unmute that microphone. Okay, my mic should be unmuted now. Can everyone hear me?
You're good.
Fantastic, fantastic. This is really exciting. First of all, let me say that this music that I've been hearing from those students is just incredible. The beautiful passion that I'm feeling from the students, the playing, the soloing, the vocalizing. Jeff Watts, man, that was beautiful, brother. Really, really outstanding. Everybody's doing such a great job, and I'm really proud and honored and excited to join the faculty and make a contribution to the already fabulous things that you guys are doing. So looking forward to it. It's very exciting, and thank you so much.
And thank you, man. Thank you. And if that wasn't enough, it just so happens, you know how sometimes people, get to marry up. So Omar got to marry up. So he married none other than Rachel Z, who's worked with Peter Gabriel and Wayne Shorter and Al Di Meola and Terry Lynn Carrington and just, I don't know, a million other people. And they're married, and so they're both going to work for us, and that's just so unbelievable. And also, I have to say that, Rachel, you've been amazing at being able to navigate our COVID bureaucracy. All universities have bureaucracy, and we try to navigate it together, and obviously our administrators have been completely overwhelmed, and you were just so key in getting Omar and you and just keeping me inspired to get everything done so you guys could join the faculty. And I can't wait to see, Rachel, what you're going to do, and welcome and thank you for the opportunity to share with you here in the future.
I'm super humbled that you chose us to join your faculty, and it's just going to be so exciting. And I loved what I heard today. I can't believe how great it sounded. The groove, the feeling, the heart, and the level of the instructors, of course, interacting with such great kids. And I felt that immediately at this school. And it comes from, the top down, from Gabriel running such a hip department, so thank you for bringing us in. We're super excited to get busy and contribute this fall. So thanks again. Really, really appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you so much. All right, cool. Let's get back to the music. We have one more faculty member to introduce, but because he led a band, I'm going to wait until we get to his band, and then we can do the whole thing. One new faculty member. So right now, we are up to Maestro Freddy Huevito Lobaton's drum circle. So I hope you enjoy this. It's our touch of Africa by way of Peru. Buena, maestro, buena. So you just heard that that piece by Maestro Freddy Huevito Lobatón, and he's joining us. So I'm gonna go ahead and let him say a couple words about what you just heard and the band. What I want to say to you all now is that we really took to task the notion that our school is a Hispanic serving institution, and we're able to, I think for the first time, at least in my experience working anywhere, to be able to hire a bilingual faculty member, meaning Huevito actually does his classes in Spanish with some obvious translation happening. But, you know, through all his contacts and everything that he's helping to create, we're soon to be talking about programs abroad, you know, with bilingual kind of connotations. Maestro Huevito, le doy la bienvenida. Gracias por esa experiencia que nos ha dado. And I'll go ahead and translate for Huevito. Maestro, ¿qué acabamos de escuchar? ¿Y qué le pareció a sus alumnos?
Muchas gracias, maestro. Lindo el trabajo que han hecho los chicos. Ese es un extracto de partes de dos afros, del Ballet Nacional de Senegal y del Ballet Perú Negro.
So
Y la
Huevito,
otra parte...
Déjeme traducirle. So Huevito's saying that what you just heard is something he called Afro Uno, Afro One, and they're extractions from work that he did with a ballet from Senegal and the ballet from Perú Negro.
Que no vieron a Nicolás por ahí. Tiene una gorrita, camiseta blanca y tocando trombón ahí al piano.
Dele, maestro.
Bueno, y la otra parte es creación y aporte de los chicos. Me siento muy orgulloso de ellos, que ellos también aportaron algo para terminar de crear nuestro primer afro, el Afro 1. Muchas gracias, chicos. Felicitaciones a todos.
And Huevito wants to say that he also opened it up so that each student could contribute what they were feeling, that he wants to thank everybody who contributed to create, you know, that final work that he calls Afro Uno.
Good.
Gracias, maestro.
Gracias, maestro.
And I'm going to take a moment now to tell you that when we took a little trip to Florida in February with a group of 7 students to do a tour, it was with the development office and President Henderson's office, and we got on this plane that fits, you know, 200 people, and you know, I don't know, you guys know as musicians when you travel, you know, that plane moment, maybe you can chill out, put your headphones on, like try to zone out or sleep or something. So we got on the plane and we walked back, and I'm seated in between Huevito and President Henderson. Now, if you've ever seen a party, that's a party. And I don't know, I think President Henderson joined us. So if President Henderson's here, I just want to acknowledge her incredible support, her incredible and direct support of the jazz program. And
so
it's like an
Gabriel,
invaluable experience. And there she is now.
Yes. So Gabriel, I just want to thank not only you, but the faculty and most of all the students. You have amazing students, and the faculty really know how to bring that out. And it's just so evident. I was just texting Tamara that this is such a great story to tell. Ira's on this, and you know, we want to make sure that we let the world know how fabulous you are. But I particularly want to thank the care that you take for the students and how you're moving jazz forward. I want to thank you for that in a very global way. So thank you very much for your work. And you are great to travel with.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. So yeah, so I'm just so appreciative of everything that you've done for us, and I know that Amparo, who's the chair of MDT and who's like literally moving everything so that we can do our thing, is also appreciative. And Mark is very enthusiastic. All right. So yeah, so thank you so much, President Henderson. We appreciate it. We're going to get back to the music, and this is the ensemble actually that we took to Florida, and one of the pieces that we performed down there when we were traveling. This is a tune called Se Me Van Los Pies by a seminal vocalist and percussionist known as Juan Medrito Cotito is his nickname, and he is one of the leading figures of Afro-Peruvian music, along with Huevito Lobatón and other musicians, and we did one of his tunes. And as we do with Afro-Peruvian jazz music, we found languages that they have in common, coastal music from Peru and jazz, and put this together. So students, you might recognize some chord changes there in the solo section. Faculty, I know you will. But enjoy. This is Se Me Van Los Pies.
Dos. Un, dos, tres, ah. Allá, juega. Ahí.
Mira que se me van los pies. 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 La cintura, la cadera y los hombros también. 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 Mira que se me van los pies. 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 La cintura, la cadera y los hombros también. 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 Se me dan, se me van, se me van los pies. Se me dan, se me van, se me van los pies.
cosa impresionante.
Well, there you have it. That was the Afro-Peruvian connection. So we'll keep doing stuff like that for sure. And next up, we have the Jay Anderson Band. And before Professor Anderson introduces the tune, I wanted to acknowledge that there's 2 videos tonight that were not edited by Sumi, who I introduced to you at the very beginning of the hour. There are 2 videos that were edited, one by a student, that's the one we're going to see next, and one by a faculty member who just took it upon themselves to do this extra work, A, because they could, and B, because they thought it sounded interesting. So I know that this next piece is completely then absolutely 100% a student production, and I want to recognize Nick, who who did so much for this entire process. Not only did he do this video, but Nick also did sound engineering for several of these tunes, and we're going to recognize the sound engineers at the end. But Nick also did this video. So thank you for all your work on that, Nick Valencia. You have just been like completely off the charts during this whole process to get mixes done for people and learning the whole time that you were, doing this and doing this video. That was just, something that nobody expected, and suddenly you were done with the video. So I'd like to introduce now the legendary Jay Anderson, who's our double bass teacher, soon going to be joined by John Benitez, who you met a few minutes ago. But Jay, by all means, please introduce what we're about to hear.
Yeah, well, thank you, Gabriel. And I have to let my face muscles from smiling, I can barely talk. What I've been watching is so incredible, man, and so proud to be a part of this. And I just see the talent and the hard work. And I just have to mention quickly, Gabriel, that, the way you took the reins so quickly and really incredible, man. Thank you for all your hard work on all of our behalf. So I guess we had about 5 meetings with this combo before everything went left. And we played a lot of different music. We played free music, bop. Kyle, our saxophone player, brought in 3, I think, of his originals. So we played a lot of music. And when this came up, the idea of making a video with no acoustic piano for Nick. And yes, Nick, thank you for all your hard work on this. Incredible. I asked them to do something completely different from what we had been working on, and I guess in a nutshell, you'll see it and hear it. But the thing that's so moving to me is the hard work they all put in, and something you'll see. But it's and all of their artistry came out, and they all put their own spin on their contribution. And I'm so proud of Kyle and Chris and Nick. As Gabriel said, Nick just did so much for all of us, but you know, in my working with him, incredible. So thank you all so much, and I hope you enjoy it.
right, cool. Thank you, Jay. That's your arrangement. Yeah, it's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
So before we go to the next tune, I also want to recognize a couple of other. I mean, it says so much about a school when their entire upper administration joins an event like this. And you know, the president's here. She gave us a few words, and I recognized the provost earlier on, and our dean of College of Arts and Sciences is here. Jao Sedicius, thank you for joining us, sir. Really, really appreciate that you're here. And I also want to recognize a very important behind-the-scenes member of the community. For all you graduate students, he's the person that is largely responsible for navigating the possibilities to get you guys here. And that's Ben Roden, who's one of the VPs in the student acquiring process. And Ben has always been so helpful and just goes beyond the call of duty to try to get our students here and to move all the pieces that are necessary. So thank you, Ben, for being here and for joining us. I really appreciate it. And also a shout out I want to give to our own faculty members who are not leading bands, but who took the trouble to come and hang out here tonight, because it just, again, it shows a lot of love and concern for your fellow colleagues and for your students to be here. So Rob Edwards, who's done a terrific job with our arranging courses and trombone, thank you for being here. And one of the legends, one of the greats, Mr. Gary Dial, checking in, hurricanes notwithstanding, and he's here with us. And Gary, we really appreciate all your vision and leadership and teaching us all and being here tonight. Really appreciate that as well. And finally, before we go on to another bit of music, I want to have everyone meet a great new member of the music, dance, and theater faculty, who's a legendary electric viola player who has been charged with a task of creating an entire new paradigm in our strings area. And it's called the multi-style strings program. Maestra Martha Mook has joined our faculty at MDT, and we have been in close contact because she's bringing in some terrific string players that are going to be part of what jazz does, and jazz wants to be part of what multi-style strings are doing and are going to do. So Martha, thank you for being here, and thank you for your volunteerism, Martha, because without your volunteerism, that program wouldn't even be happening. And I know that you're putting in long hours that are way beyond any kind of duty that you have. And I think that the school will soon recognize that. Everyone will realize what an incredible thing you're here to build. And thank you for joining us tonight and for joining us and being part of the extended jazz family. And now with this multi-style strings program, I would encourage all the faculty, you know, when we get our strings in our bands, in our ensembles, you know, to welcome them with open arms, because they're coming from a sensitivity that's new. Martha, thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks so much, Rad. This is a wonderful night. Really incredible stuff that's going on. Really excited to be part of it.
Thank you. Can't wait. All right, so where are we with this list? Okay, so yeah, now we're going to go down south, the deep south of Brazil. And this is the Olegario Diaz band. And I will let Olegario introduce the music that you're going to hear and the vibe that they created with this recording featuring some of our graduate students. Olegario, take it away, sir.
Hello, how are you? My name is, you know me, Olegario Diaz. I'm from Venezuela, and I'm so proud to be. I'm so proud to be in you guys' big league team. I mean, guys like Jeff Anderson and Jeff Steinwatt, and I'm really humble, but my words. But I'm very happy to be with you guys. I grew up, I was playing in California, and then my friend John Benitez told me, you know, to join the group with Mr. Gabriel Alegria, and I'm very happy to be part of it. This music that you're gonna hear is music from Brazil, a little town from Salvador de Bahia as Pelourinho. Pelourinho means with the slaves. They used to bring the slaves and sell the slaves. So this town is called Pelourinho. And it features all the kids in the band. And I'm really happy to be the composer of this. I always like to compose as well as playing. And since I went to school, I wanted to concentrate on composing more than playing. So I do both. So I hope humbly you like my stuff. Thank you very much.
Thanks for that, Olegario. Amazing. Really cool sound, really chill, and really great. Thank you. Moving on now to the East Coast Guitar Quartet. And so this was a project that that put together our guitar players, and I will let Professor Paul Myers tell you a little bit about what you're going to hear here.
Thank you. It's so great to be, just to hear all the fantastic music that the students have brought in, all these groups so far, and it's great to be a part of this program. It's a really beautiful program, and so thank you. And I had the East Coast Guitar Ensemble given to me. It was a way to have the guitar players. We had two guitar players from Brazil, Gabriel Gorski and Lucas Santos. You heard Lucas in the last one. You heard Gabriel before on the bassy thing, playing the Freddie Green part. And also a guitar player from Chile, Juan Garcia. And so I have these arrangements that I've collected. In fact, the one we chose to play is an arrangement of Just Friends, and it was written by one of my first guitar teachers when I was in school in NEC, the great Barry Galbraith. It was written by him, and I have a copy of it. We worked on that, and it was good for the guitar players because they don't get a chance to read in an ensemble that much, to really phrase together the way people do, horn players do all the time in big bands and whatnot, and get their lines tight together. So, and we ended up doing it. It was originally, this is Just Friends, the standard, originally done as a swing thing, but we did it as a samba. So that's it. Let it go.
That's pretty.
Unmute, Gabriel.
Unmute. Got it. Thank you. That was awesome, Paul.
Really
Next up, we're going to go to Sarah Serpa's NJCU Jazz Choir. Sarah was kind enough to give it her all to start something new. It's always hard to start something new. It's always challenging. Tonight she's in a different time zone altogether. It's like the middle of the night where she is, so she couldn't join us. But I know she put a lot of love and effort into creating this first iteration of our NJCU Jazz Choir. Next semester, for all the students that are on and everybody looking forward, next semester, Ariadne Trujillo is going to be leading the jazz choir, so we're making a shift there. And also, we've been lucky enough to engage perhaps one of the country's leading authorities on what is, vocal jazz and jazz choirs. Michelle Weir, who is normally on faculty at the University of California, Los Angeles at UCLA. But but as a result of the pandemic, she's available to do things, remotely. And it's going to be great because she's going to come in as kind of a mentor to our faculty and to us and to all of us to figure exactly what our jazz choir is going to sound like. And I know one thing, with Ariadne there, it's not going to sound like anything the jazz choir world has ever heard. And that's probably a good thing. But with Michelle Weir's expertise, I think it'll be really great for all of you that are placed in the jazz choir to do something pretty awesome this semester. So I just wanted to throw that out there before we watch the video. And this is a piece of music that has no words. It's all vocalese. And I hope you enjoy this. NJCU Jazz Choir with Sarah Serpa directing. Jazz choir person. Yeah. So next up is that new faculty member that I mentioned earlier on, and also just finished up his master's degree with us. And one of the things that Larry has brought to NJCU is his passion for, very specific types of music. One of his passions is the music and the work by the great Charles Mingus. And he has not only brought his passion for the music, but he actually brought in the entire Mingus organization kind of in contact with NJCU. And we've had some nice meetings to talk about how we can honor the Mingus legacy with Larry here, kind of leading the way. And so I want to welcome to the faculty and let him say a few words now about what you're going to hear. This is Mr. Larry Bustamante.
Hello, everyone. My name is Larry Bustamante. I'm from the long lost island of Staten Island, and I hope you're doing well. This was my first year leading a college level ensemble. It was really fun. It was really cool. I didn't really know what I was getting myself into when Dr. A asked me to lead an ensemble. I just chose Mingus because I just love the music, and it really turned into something that I had no idea it was going to be. And so we have here, after I was in touch with the Mingus organization, they were really kind enough to donate basically these arrangements that their professional ensembles perform. And they allowed us to have them, these handwritten charts. There's no recordings for them. There's no references for them at all. And I was like, you know what, let's just try to record them, let's see how it comes out, see what we could do with it. And I think we really made something with it. We did something special with it. So here it is. This is off of the Changes 2 album. This is Duke Ellington's Sound of Love. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you.
Lost on a merry-go-round.
Yeah. Yeah, Larry, and that was Vinaya Walker on vocals. Vinaya, that was beautiful. Wow, and everybody on that. Um, and I guess that ensemble evolved a little bit, so it wasn't all first year students by the end of it, right? Vinaya is obviously not. She's one of the leaders in the program, but I think everyone else pretty much was. And then we added some friends like Miles on there and other people that just wanted to play. So that's awesome, and thank you, Larry, for leading that project and that band. And we're certainly going to keep doing that and building on it and creating more opportunities with the whole Mingus legacy. So that's just great. Thank you. And
forward,
last
man.
but
Thank
not least, we're down to our last band here tonight. And before I introduce the band leader for that, I want to thank everyone, especially our students, for their hard work. And I mentioned this at the meeting, but I just sort of would like to say it in front of the faculty and our administrators and everyone hanging out, that you guys are very, very special people. And to be able to complete all of this between the month of March and May or whatever it was, and several of you into the summer, and to putting up with me just bugging you day after day, and sometimes it making you feel like you just want to quit probably. I want to apologize for that, and I'll try to make you feel like you always want to continue. But such is the nature of my personality, but I just want to thank you for making this happen, and being so resilient in the face of so much death and destruction and horrible things. And I want to recognize your family members that were all listed at the end of all of these videos, your uncles, your aunts, your parents, that you lost. And even though you lost these people and you were stressed out, you allowed that creativity that you have inside of you create some beautiful music. And we all know what the limitations were. We all know that those microphones were crap, or we didn't even have microphones or instruments. We all know that. But I think the artistry is what really carries something through. And I think you've done that, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm proud to be associated with you. And I hope that you'll allow me to keep being associated with you as we go through this next semester that's going to be full of challenges and exciting new opportunities based on this parameter of working from home and working remotely for a large part of what we're going to be doing. So thank you again. I just want to say that a million times. What we'll do is we'll have the last tune play, and then we'll just sort of sign off after that. So without further ado, this is Professor Nate Eklund. Nate is an incredible trumpet player, and if there's one thing that Nate does is he's like gets things done. He's one of these people where you're just like, hey Nate, and then he's already done. He's like, hey Nate, I think, and he's done. And that's what happened with this. We were throwing out this concept of these videos and how we're going to work through it. And next thing I know, Nate is like, yeah, we're done, and the mix is done, and I did it myself, and I went ahead and edited the video too. So it allowed us a little breathing room to allow Sumi to focus more time on other bands. And thank you, Nathan, for doing all that. And I would love for you to, introduce this and tell people what we're going to listen to, and for all your work, not only with the music and the arranging and the writing, but also the audio and the editing of the video. I mean, it's just so like beyond the Call of Duty, but thank you for doing all that. So ladies and gentlemen, this is Nate Eklund.
Thanks, Dr. A. First off, I just want to say it's been so awesome watching all of you performing through all of this. It makes me miss all of you and the community of NJCU. It makes me really proud to be an alumni of the university, to be teaching there, all of that stuff. So this has just been an awesome night. And yeah, this is our piece is inspired by one of my favorite trumpeters and a great singer too, Chet Baker. And this is off of his album, It Could Happen to You. And we put this together, and Danielle kind of helped get us thinking about this because we talked about songs that she wanted to sing. And so we took this and we took his solo and we turned it into our soli. And then at the end, we needed to get some trading in, but the one of the things that this virtual experience let us do that you can't really do anywhere else, we have 2 drummers in the group. So instead of us all trading with the drummers, we just had the drummers trade with each other. So you'll hear them trading fours at the end of the tune too. So this is a great standard called Do It the Hard Way, inspired by Chet Baker. So thanks so much. Hope you enjoy it.
Do it the hard way and it's easy sailing. Do it the hard way and it's hard to lose. Only the soft way has a chance of failing. You have to choose. I tried the hard way when I tried to get you. You took the soft way when you said we'll see. Darling, now I'll let you do it the hard way now that you want me. Da-da-dee-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right. Hey, thank you everybody so much for joining us tonight for this event. I wanted, before we all sign off, right, the one thing, the most difficult thing of all for any of this kind of a project, the sound, right? Rachel Gasataya, Rachel, Nick Valencia, and Mark Hill, all students here. Holy moly, like, talk about, hey, build a car and here's like a cardboard box and a couple of pieces of wood and try to figure it out. I mean, it's really just amazing that they were able to put together stuff with some of the limitations that we had. So Nick Valencia, Mark Hill, Rachel Gasataya, you guys, we are all indebted to you for the amount of time and love and effort that you put into this. And it really cost you a lot, I know. I know you had to set aside family obligations, I mean, just everything. And we all appreciate it, and we're all very grateful, and thank you. So ladies and gentlemen, stand by for emails coming up in the next few weeks. We're starting school September 1st, and before that, lots to do, lots to get into. So thank you again for coming tonight. Thank you again to the president, the provost, our dean, Ben Roden, gosh, who else? Everybody that was here. Amparo Fabra, our chair, of course, and to all of you for making all of this art and all of this incredible music tonight. Have a wonderful evening, cats.
Hey, where'd everybody go?